Hey guys, Tina here, the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to another Fragrance Fridays. Today I have Vaporocindro. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's from, let's see if it'll show up, January Scent Project. And I believe Lola sent me this decant. I believe. 99% sure. And I've been wearing it on and off for a while now. I actually have some sprayed on my hand over here. And I had a really hard time like trying to pick out what stands out to me the most, how I really feel about it, and I'll go into that in a second. I'll just spray some over here just to remind myself of what I'm working with. So when you first spray this on, yeah, it's a very heady fragrance. Green, woody, spicy. I have a lot of notes here. A lot of notes. It's sweet. Big dose of lilac, which I love. It's gorgeous. It's smoky, it's creamy, it's very interesting. Really, like I said, heavy lilac floral. There's a slight smokiness to it in the opening, and then it starts to dry down. And this is where I have a really tough time like describing what stands out to me the most. And that's because I have worn this fragrance 10 times since I received it, and every single time something different jumps out at me. And throughout the day, one day it'll transform one way, and then another day it wears completely different on me. And I don't know if it's, you know, maybe different times of the month, my chemistry's changing, I have no idea. But it is a very interesting fragrance. Today, and this is something that I've noticed another time too, when it dried down, it was like very creamy, kind of floral, still with that like big dose of lilac. The woods were there. I noticed some cedar in there today, which I didn't really pick up on the other day, but today was a little more dominant. That's one of those things that just like kind of popped out at me today, but I didn't smell it like, or make note of it the other times that I wore it. The musk starts to show more once it dries down. And it almost smells like a very faded leather in the background too. And I don't know if it's in there or if it's just the way that things blended. That's how it's sitting on my skin. There's this sweetness in this throughout, and I know it's from that black currant. It's not stickingly sweet, like it's just kind of, it's pleasant, it's in the background. And when you get a whiff of this, it almost coats the back of your throat and kind of like sits at the back of your nose for a little bit. It lingers, but it's not like candy in any way. And it's there's a very playful musk that just kind of pops in and out. I notice it a few different times throughout the day, from the opening through the dry down, but mainly after it's dried down. And I don't know if I'm smelling it each time because my nose just gets used to it, and then I'll go back and take a, you know, sniff of my wrist and I'll notice it there again. There is some moderate projection with this, and like I said, throughout the day I've noticed different things popping in and out as I move around, which is really nice. I actually really enjoy that. Longevity on this is like crazy good. Crazy good. Every single time I've worn it, I have had excellent longevity, and you guys know me, it's hard to find that. So if I say it lasts a long time on me, I can only imagine how long it lasts on some other people. This is it's a very comforting fragrance. It's cozy. It reminds me, it makes me think of like spring, fall, and winter. I can't say that I'd want to wear this in the middle of summer. It is a little thick, and those woods make me think of a little bit of cooler weather. Maybe a nice sweater, or well, florals do make me think of like I said, spring, but coming out of the winter. Maybe like a light sweater or a cool evening. It'd make a really nice date night fragrance. It's very sexy, very unisex. Very, very unisex. I have worn this to the office. I am fortunate enough to work in a place where there aren't people with crazy allergies, but the floral in this is pretty dominant, so you want to be mindful of that, again, because this also does have that moderate projection. As I said before, it's just constantly transforming on me. Every single time I've worn it, I feel like it's worn a little differently. It might be the temperature out there, I don't know. Today I noticed, like I said earlier, a little bit more cedar, whereas other days I didn't even notice the cedar. It was honestly just creamy florals, which was nice. And I feel like every time I wear this, it's a different experience in the same bottle, and none of them have ever been really bad. I'm very intrigued by this. It is definitely full bottle worthy because I've worn it 10 times and it feels like a different experience every single time. I actually really enjoy this fragrance a lot, and I have a hard time finding anything negative to say about it, unless if there was a certain particular note in there that you're not fond of, because there is a great chance that it will be on your skin all day, because, like I said before, a very tenacious fragrance. It just continues to go on and on all day long, and it is gorgeous. I really have been enjoying my time with this. If I wasn't in the process of moving and traveling a lot for weddings, I would totally pick up a full bottle of this. I checked it out online. 100 mils of this, $125, and ships for a flat fee of $10 in the US, 20 for outside the US. So for me, I am in the US, so that'd be $135 for 100 mils. That would last me a really long time, because it is a very heavy, dense fragrance. I have not really put a dent in this. And like I said, I've worn it a good 10 times. Each time, I've probably given it about 3 or 4 sprays, and you guys have seen me spray. I'm like 10, 12 usually. This I wouldn't even dare. I really wouldn't even dare. But it's just so beautiful. Have a really hard time finding anything bad to say about it. If you love florals, you love something sweet without being secondly sweet, and you want something that'll surprise you with each and every wear, I highly recommend checking this one out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you know where to put them. I'll be catching up on some comments this weekend, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my website, thecriticalvirgo.com. Bye guys.